Well, I figured I'd do another one of these comparison type videos. So basically what we have here is an 88 to 89 Galaxy 3723 and a 1990 to 91 Galaxy 3723. These fans at first glance look pretty much identical, but there's a few varying differences here, and there's something I really kind of want to test out with these. We'll start off with the 88 model. This one was like the first year that they introduced this style cabinet with this style butter knife blade. They used this blade all the way through the 80s and 90s. Just changed the hub at some point. This one has the more smoothed out hub with the circle in the blade. So does this one. They're identical blades. This one is beige with the brown speed sticker. And yes, it has the frickin' handle. Now we're going to look at what makes these two different. This one has the plastic motor. I believe it was one of the last ones to have the plastic motor. I believe when they were transitioning into the gray models like this one, they were starting to phase out the plastic motor, because I have seen these with a plastic motor, but they had the gray blades. But this one has the plastic motor, and this one has the metal motor. And you may be wondering what's the difference. Honestly, other than the motor shells themselves, these motors are pretty much identical. The stator's pretty much the same on both motors. The wiring harness is different on both, though. That's about the only changes they did, was the wiring harness and the motor bearing shells. But otherwise, it's identical motors. If it'll focus, that'd be nice. But as you can see, I'll take it. There's the backs. Like I said, they're pretty much identical. This one's just beige and this one's gray. This one has the gray speed sticker. And yes, it has the handle too. The feet are not original. That's an Aerospeed fan feet. Those are original to that one though. I do not like using these handles, but usually I don't use the handles on these fans because they break really easily. But anyway, so other than the color and the motors being slightly different, what's the difference? Not a whole lot really. So yeah, but I was curious to see if the plastic motor or the metal motor, which one performed with more speed, or if they were the same. And this is like the perfect example for this. I mean, nearly identical fans. So here's low on this one, low on this one. And to be honest, the performance seems identical. Feel the same amount of air out of both fans. They look like they're spinning about the same speed too. We'll go to medium. Well, judging by the camera, it looks like this one's spinning a little bit faster than that one. But I'm not exactly 100% on that. and high. Honestly, the speeds seem pretty much the same. They're both moving a lot of air. And we'll shut her down. I believe the plastic motor actually has a longer coast down. But I could be wrong. Yeah, that one has a better coast down. Which is odd. Everybody says those plastic motors really suck, but I've never had any problems with them. But anyway, there's that. I would say the conclusion here is they're pretty much identical in performance, both the metal and the plastic motor. Which makes sense because they're basically the same motor, just with a few different things, like the motor shells and the motor leads themselves. But otherwise, they're identical. So there you go. There's the conclusion that nobody asked for. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.